there, folks. Santee at the Arizona Ghostriders here. Y'all have been asking questions about breakfast in the Old West. Let's investigate.
Rise and shine, rise and shine!
The word breakfast means to break the fast of the previous night. The first meal of the working day had to be filling and energizing. I read that leftover dinner from the night before was eaten, which was good since there weren't any refrigerators or freezers to store leftovers in. The traditional breakfast foods we know today may not have been readily available in some homesteads, so this was a smart move.
I just want a little breakfast. We stopped serving breakfast at 11:30.
Flapjacks and waffles were definitely easy foods to make that filled your belly. They could be eaten with molasses, honey, or maple syrup. Maple syrup has been cultivated since before the Europeans got here. Johnny cake, Shawnee cake, hoe cake, journey cake, ash cake, corn dodgers, and cornbread are all terms for cornmeal-based foods that have become a staple in American cuisine. You see, corn was a very common vegetable that had a lot of uses. The Native Americans were old pros at its use by the time the Wild West came along. The term hoe cake goes back to the mid-18th century when cornmeal and other ingredients were cooked in a hoe, which was a type of iron pan. The other idea is that it was cooked on the blade of a garden implement. Yeah, either origin works for me, and now I have a hankering for some hoe cakes. I've made a lot of cornbread in my time, but always in an oven and never in a pan. Well, I had the cast iron too hot and left it in a little too long, so the first one came out a bit, burnt.
Where's the phone? Let's call somebody that can help.
Sorry, Kent. The following ones were okay, although they don't look very attractive. But what do you expect from a gunslinging rapscallion like me? These could be wrapped in paper or cloth and carried in saddlebags for filling treat later on. Tortillas were also in this family, and their thin and pliable consistency made them a very portable food for those who had to eat on the run.
Mr. Neidlinger, what's for breakfast? Stewed apples, bacon, and biscuit.
Incidentally, hardtack, as mentioned in previous episodes, was consumed for breakfast by travelers.
Well, forget the apples. Slap some bacon on a biscuit and let's go.
Porridge, or mush, is one of the oldest breakfast foods. Usually a grain like oats, wheat, corn, or barley cooked with milk or water. Dried food or other sweetness could be added. It was a quick, cheap, and filling meal. In 1877, Quaker Oats became the first trademark breakfast cereal. By the 1880s, packages of it were filling the bellies of our Old Westians. The shades of night were falling fast, as through a western village passed a stranger who, with covered rig, and on its side in letters big, Quaker Oats. Eggs were essential breakfast proteins going back to Roman times. No big wonder there. The traditional ham and eggs combo seems to have gained popularity after the Civil War, but I bet you want to hear about that other popular hog meat. Bacon was a great preserved food and clearly tasty. The Prairie Traveler Guide suggests taking 25 pounds of it on the overland journey. However, its pairing with eggs didn't really pick up steam until the early 1900s.
Bacon! Bacon! Where's the bacon? I smell bacon! 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 Gotta be bacon! Only one thing smells like bacon! That's bacon!
Sausage and gravy, biscuits and sawmill gravy, or just biscuits and gravy, get their origins from the lumberjacks that counted on them to sustain them throughout the day. Although popular in the southern United States, you know it got out west. Mrs. Goodfellow's Cookery as It Should Be, written in 1853, gives menu suggestions for the American household. Notice the breakfast foods, hash and omelets, and heavy on the carbs. So, it is pretty obvious our pioneers would start the day with a hearty breakfast to fuel them in their settling of the West. Well, that's it for another episode. Thanks for watching. And as always, please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you on down the trail.